everybody, this is Dana with the Freedom Please channel and essenceofme.com. I'm coming to you all today with another Yarncrafters video. Today is going to be kind of like a hodgepodge because I want to talk about different apps and I guess electronical things that I like to use or that I feel like that I enjoy using, while I'm crafting. And one of the reasons why I wanted to share it, one, because it'd be a really cool topic, and two, because I found that as I interact with more crafters, we tell each other about some of the things that we're using, and that I find it really beneficial to receive a recommendation for a different app or whatever, or what have you. And of course, that's what Yarncrafters chat is all about. It's a Yarncrafter, kind of chatting it up. So the first thing that I want to start off with is I'm going to kind of just say them in order as they come to mind. Some of the things are paid apps. Some of the things are free apps. And some of them, I'm pretty much going to stick to things that are like on my phone and my iPad. I say that, and there's a couple other things. But I'm just going to tell you, so just watch. Okay, let's start off. I'm going to just kind of go through. The first thing that I use while I'm crafting a lot. This is probably the app that, one of the apps that I use the most. It is called ClamCase, and I am going to just try to hold it up. It's this one right here with the little stitch counter there. It's called ClamCase. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Is it coming? Oh, the glare. Oh, there it is. And this is why I love this so much. Okay, you can kind of see it. The reason why, okay, first of all, this is a paid app. I think when I bought this app, it was 99 cents. Yes, this is on the iPhone. I'm not sure if it's on an Android app. I don't know. But I like this app, and why I use it the most is because it's a stitch counter. I use it for rows primarily. I guess you could technically use it for stitches or rows. And it has very easy basic buttons. You hit, the plus or the minus. You can reset, and you can make as many. I'm going to try to turn off this light. I really wish you could see this better. And what I may do, I'm trying not to have to. Will that help some? Nope, that's not helping any better. I'm sorry. You'll just have to take my word for it. It has really large buttons, and you can create as many items as you want. So for example, like the knit hat that I'm making, in my last cast off video, my cape with the cuffs, that's what it's called. I have that in here, and you can reset it and use it again for another project, or you can just delete it all together and create another project in here. And I love this one because as long as you name it and you know what you're talking about, you can pick down and put up projects and still be on count with your rows. And so I really, oh crap, I just hit one. Oh, and when the sound is on, it makes a little noise. Let me see if you can hear it. Can you hear it? Yeah, so as you hit the rows. So I really enjoy this app. I think this is one of the apps that I use the most because as I am knitting, I do that often because I have big projects and little projects that I'm doing simultaneously. So that's the first app. The second app that I use quite a bit, and this one was recommended to me by Carlin Johnson of Straight Off the Hook, and it is, let me go back to it. It's called Stitch Minder. It's that little one there that looks like a skein of yarn or a roll of yarn. And it actually looks like this. Now this one is a free app, and it counts rows, it counts repeats, it counts increases. It counts more things than I actually ever use. I use it for repeats, So like my big knit bag, that's what I'm using on this one, because of the number of repeats that I have to do and the number of rows and the fact that I have that particular bag charted. And so this makes it really easy to follow where I am. You can close the app and open it up, and where you are remains the same until you choose to reset it. Again, that Stitch Miner, and I've used this one, but not that much because I use it for a big project, and that project is still ongoing. And so I actually downloaded it to do that project. So that's another app that I use. Another app that I use, it's actually kind of cheesy, but it's called Ruler. You can't see it, but it's there. This is actually my little screen for my crafting stuff. And I use this because it is a ruler. Look, it is, you can't see it, but along the top here is a ruler, and I actually use this to measure, especially when I'm doing my knit hats and you want the brim to be 1 inch or 1.5 inches. I use this to measure it so that I don't have to worry about having an actual ruler with me at all times. It is an app, and this is a free app because it has ads at the bottom, but it doesn't bother me. I just kind of ignore it and go on with it. So those are some of the main ones that are meant, oh, I guess the ruler's not, but meant for crafting. Another app that I use a lot, which is not a crafting app, but it is this app here, which is Spotify. And this is a paid, well, you can download the app for free, but it's a subscription. And I'm telling you all this because I use it. It is a music app. It's similar to something like Pandora. But what I love about it is it's like almost any kind of music you can think of is in here. And so as I craft, I either listen to music by Spotify, or I also, actually I have to show you this on my iPad. If I don't listen to music, because the Spotify is a paid app, and I'm going to show you another one, which is a free one. I either listen to music, or another one is podcasts. Can you see it there? That's free. I listen to podcasts, and I subscribe to those, and so I listen to different ones. I listen to everything. Primarily when I do the podcast, I listen to sermons. I listen to right now that's kind of it. I listen to a lot. Like, there's certain churches and pastors that I follow, and I like to listen to their sermons on the podcast. And there's one that I like to listen to that is DJ Wade, and he does like a Christian hip hop podcast, which is, I like listening to that because I learned about new Christian hip hop artists. And what else? And that those are free. What else? I also have which is a subscription base, which is Netflix, and I do use it on here. Again, that's a subscription one, and you can watch it on your computer, on your phone. I can watch it on my phone, on my iPad, on my television. And that's something that we all as a family do. But when I get together with my crafting buddy, Carlin, we actually watch movies on Netflix and craft. And we use Google Plus for the Hangout. And that's how we get together and we craft together. And Google Plus is free, but it's a video that we can use. We either use that or Ubu. And so that's another free app that I use. And there was one more that I wanted to show you. Oh, two others that were main ones. So I listen to music. I listen to podcasts, which I listen to sermons on there. I listen to music. I also listen to different things on my iTunes, but I find that I listen to Spotify the most because a lot of that is new music. I don't buy music anymore because I use the Spotify. So that's kind of my swap for purchasing CDs or downloading music in iTunes. Another app that I use is Audible. It's right there. In Audible, you can purchase audiobooks. I have some in there that I just like to listen to over and over again. But a very great free option is this app right here, and it's called Overdrive. Overdrive is a free app, and it's connected to my library card, and you can download books, but you can also download audiobooks, and that's what I use it for. I have only checked out maybe 2 ebooks, but the rest of them I have done audiobooks, and that has been really, really cool. Are there any others? Oh. I know I should have planned this, but I've been wanting to do this, and I just knew I was going to kind of go with the flow. I did the counting. Oh. The other thing that I have, which it's an app, but it comes with your phone, and it can be anything, and that's the notes, this top one here. And I use that. I'm going to see if I can pull up one. I was doing a one-on-one with a lady concerning reading patterns. And one of the things that I have found with fellow people that like to wing it is that, you know, we may start with the pattern, but we may veer off and do our own thing. And then eventually we are unable to recreate that exact piece again. And what I do is I use my notes. This is a free that came on the phone. What I do is, I'm trying to find one. Here we go. I take the notes and I put, I wish the glare, oh, wasn't so bad, you all, I'm sorry. Anyways, as I do it, I type it into my phone. So this is my circle bottom bag, which is the big one that I'm working on. I did everything. I worked up the handles, how many stitches. You know what, I really should, if I wasn't so extremely lazy right now, I would just take a snapshot and edit it in. But what I'm going to do, I'm doing it this way aloud because this is a chat. But if I have at least a handful of people that say they really would like screenshots to see this, I will do like a part 2 of this. And I will go by what you all do. If no one says it and this is enough, me mentioning the names, I will go from there, okay? But I have notes. And what I do is I take the notes as I go. This one is extremely long because I did, at that particular bag, I have 4 handles on it. And each handle I put in here the notes of what I did. And so what I do is I put the name of the item and my summer vest. I have all the notes in here because I was making it as I went along, and I just added the notes in here. And this could be anything. I mean, you could do the notes. Another one that's free that's awesome is Evernote, because with Evernote you can look at it on different devices, but with the fact that I have my iPhone and I have my iPad, the notes in my little notes thing kind of transfer. Lastly, well, the other thing that I do is if I find that I really like the pattern, I actually change it over to where I have my written patterns. And I'm just going to show you that. I think this app, again, is a paid app. I believe it was maybe $2 or $3. It's called, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going to go back and show it to you. It's called Didius. I don't know. It's this one right here with that little D. And I'm going to open it up and show you. I'm going to go to where I put a bunch of things in here. Okay, so, oh wait, let me go back. And as you see there, it says written patterns. And in here, once I get the notes the way that I like it, I will add the notes, like you can see here, add the notes, and it'll tell me, and that's how I keep up with my patterns. I'm trying to think, are there any others? Oh, this will be the last one. If I think of any others, I just gotta, the that I use a lot is iBooks. And iBooks is actually a free one. Here. iBooks, and I'll show you. I actually love iBooks. I didn't use it before because I don't buy a lot of books on my iPad because I buy them on my Kindle and I use a Kindle app for that. But with iBooks, what I've absolutely loved is that you can create collections. And so I have collections of knit patterns and crochet patterns. You can't see that, but I'm going to bring it up. Like, here's all of my knit patterns. And the cool thing about this is that since it reads PDFs, if you're online and let's say you're on something like Red Heart, and Red Heart has their patterns in PDF, I can import them into my iPad through this app and then place it in my knit or my crochet patterns catalog. And I even have collections for the patterns like in order that I want to actually create them. And this is my kind of some of my future projects. You can't really see them, but these are some of my future projects that I have on my wish list. So this has been a lot longer than I anticipated. I hope that this has been helpful. If you all have any questions, comments, or concerns, as always, I look forward to interacting with you all in the comment section. If you find this helpful and you're interested in maybe seeing some of the apps or my uses for the apps up close, put it in the comment section, and I'm going to look for at least, if I can get 5 to 10 people that say, hey, I'm interested in seeing some of the items up close, I will kind of do some snapshots and insert the pictures into the video and kind of list everything like in the description box and all of that, because right now I'm kind of just telling you all, and you can always pause it and rewind it and all of that, because I kind of am just doing it as I go along. The final thing in closing that I'm going to show you, which was a gift from my husband, which I absolutely love, and now I got to think of what this thing is called. Okay, this is, it's not an app, but it's something that I utilize a lot because it holds my iPad, and this is the ClamCase, and here it is. This is my iPad. Here's the keyboard, and what I love about it is as I am crafting, it actually just sits up as if it's like a laptop. It has the buttons to push play and pause when I'm listening to my podcast. It has the arrows to help me scroll through the web pages or whatever if I'm reading a pattern or if I'm using something online for inspiration. This is also what I use when I type up my patterns as I'm putting them in the notes, because I can do that on my iPad and it will go to my phone as well. But one of the coolest things about this ClamCase is this feature. Okay, that's one way to look at it. Another viewpoint is turned this way, which is what I do. Oh, you're seeing the glare of yourself. What I do when I'm watching my Netflix movies, so I can prop it up and watch it. And one of the final points of it, I'm flipping it, is I can hold it like this and read, or just prop it up. I have a pillow that I use when I'm working in bed, and so I can just kind of look at it flat and read when I'm researching, especially when I'm researching different knitting stitches. I like to read and look at different variations and uses of them, because here lately I've been getting into doing more charting. I like that. So this is a ClamCase. This is not free. It was a gift from my husband. And it was called ClamCase Pro. And I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So that is it. The really cool thing about all of this is that you can get everything or nothing. That's the wonderful thing about yarn crafting. I mean, you can do all of this by just using a tablet. Here's one of the kind that I use when I use paper and pen, because I could tear it out and I would just type it in to my computer if I wanted to save notes. But I found that because I'm going all the time, I would create something, and then if I didn't have the notes, I couldn't continue to work on it until I was back home. And that's why I've been trying my best to utilize technology just to tap in more, because it makes everything mobile. But that's it, okay? Questions, comments, or concerns, leave them below. As always, I look forward to interacting with you all. Visit me online at essenceofme.com. At the time of recording this video, my very first giveaway is still open. And at the beginning of this video, you probably saw it in the bottom left-hand corner. If it is beyond June 30th or 31st, the last day of June 2013, well then it's closed. You won't see it in the corner. But if you watch this before then, the first giveaway is still open, and I look forward to all of your entries. We have two different things that you can enter your name for, a crochet or a knit beginners kind of kit that I'm putting together. Okay, in closing, because I said that was my last little gadget thingamabobby. I think I told you everything. The last thing is an announcement. I am going to be doing a few knitting classes in the Houston area. Yay! It's going to actually be at a mom's camp. I've been asked to come and teach a few knitting classes. So if you're interested in finding out more information about that, I do not have anything on my website just yet because I'm trying to find out if they actually, if they have many spaces they have available or if registration is still open. I've been having people contact me about doing 101s, which have been so much fun. But if you're interested in sitting in on class, let me know. You can either put the comment below or visit me online at essenceofme.com. Go to the Contact Us page and submit your information, and I will email you back. Okay? So the class is going to be July, I believe it's July 18th. No, July 19th and July 20th. And I'll be doing 3 classes over those 2 days. No, July 18th, 19th, and 20th, I believe. Let me look at the calendar. I mean, the time is rolling anyway. It is July 19th, 20th, and the 21st. Over that course of that weekend of different activities, I will be giving 3 classes of the Red Heart, the scarf made with the Red Heart Boutiques ribbon yarn, which I've done a video tutorial over. So yeah, that's the announcement. And I look forward to coming back with more. I've said it like a million times. Get at me in the comment section. Have a fantastic day. And as always, I look forward to seeing you all hopefully sooner than later. Take care and happy crafting. Bye.